Hi friends, welcome to today's session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the classification of algorithm based on its structure. In the last class, we had what is algorithm and types of writing the algorithm. So in the algorithm, in the last class, we discussed as algorithm is it's nothing but a step-by-step procedure in solving the given problem statement. Like that, by simple definition we had, and we can write the algorithm in three types. One is a step form, pseudocode form, and flowchart form. Step form means it only give the sequence of steps in the form of simple English sentence, simple sentences in English, and a pseudocode form, instead of giving the statements in the simple statements, we are going to represent that one with a catchy words. So for that we have given some examples. And the flowchart form, flowchart representation, that we are going to discuss in the next video. Anyway, in the step form and pseudocode form, based on the structure, we can classify algorithms into three types. That is, one is sequential algorithm, sequential structure algorithm. Other one is selection algorithm. Third one is iterative type algorithm. So these are the three classifications based on its structure. An algorithm may be classified, may be written in the step form, pseudocode form, or flowchart form. So that can be further divided into classified based on its structure, how the steps are organized. So sequential structure, selection structure, iterative structure. We'll discuss one by one with a simple example. So first, selection sequential structure. In this structure, we are going to explain the program, we are going to describe the program in step-by-step manner, and in the execution, the solving the problem, we have to start from the first statement and it will go for the step-by-step, and it will reach the last statement without leaving any of the statement. So all the statements will executed without leaving or without jumping from one statement to another statement. That type of algorithm is called sequential structure. And the selection algorithm, we are going to write the algorithm in such a way that some of the statements may be executed or taken into consideration based on the validity of the conditions. So in the entire, if the program is written in the step-by-step form, only based on the selection criteria or selection, if the condition is valid, then we are going to execute that particular statement. Remaining part of the algorithm, it may not work. So only a part of the algorithm which validates the condition, that part will be executed, and it will continue from top to bottom. And the remaining, whatever the left of the part, that is which is not valid conditions, in the algorithm for solving the problem, that may not be included in the solving the problem. So next one is iterative type algorithm. In this one, we are going to repeat the same operation, particular statement in n number of times. So in the algorithm, we are going to write the procedure step-by-step manner, and that one particular statement is repeated for getting the solutions. So if that is the case, then it is called iterative type algorithm. If it is only one or some of the statements are executed based on the condition, that is called selection algorithm. And if it is all the steps sequentially one after the another is executed without leaving anything, that is called sequential structure or sequential algorithm. We are going to discuss one by one with a suitable. So sequential structure. So in the last class for the algorithm, I have given one example. So that is sum of addition of two numbers. So same algorithm we'll write here, and I'll explain what is the sequential algorithm. This step one. So here the sum of two numbers. I am going to take two integers from the two numbers from the user, and for that I am going to add addition of two numbers and finally display the result. This is my algorithm. That is, here I am writing algorithm for addition of two numbers. Example, addition of two given numbers. So same example I am coming to step one. So in the step one, what I am going to read, first statement in the algorithm is start, and second step is we have to read the two numbers from the user. Maybe that one is x and y. Read x comma y. Step 3, add or compute z equal to x plus y. And step 4, that is I have to print z. The last statement is stop. This is the program for the algorithm for addition of two given numbers. Two given numbers, we are going to get it from the user x and y, and compute the addition of two numbers, and that will be added that will be stored in the z, and finally we are going to print the result, that is z, and stop the program. In this program, in this algorithm, the control will start from first, second, third, fourth, and the last statement without leaving any statement. So if you want to get the solution for this one, it has to go for reading of the two values and compute the addition of two values and finally print this one. So in this one, everything is every statement is taken into consideration for solving the problem, and it will follow step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 in a sequential manner without jumping or without leaving any of the statement. This type of algorithm is called sequential algorithm. Next, we are going to discuss about the selection algorithm. So here I am going to take from the given the same example, I am going to take which one is the maximum number. Selection algorithm is a type of algorithm. In this, we are going to run the statement. We are going to follow the statement from the top to bottom. In that, we are going to provide the solution by taking some condition. If the condition is valid, that particular part of the statement will be executed. Remaining part of the statements will be removed. It will not be considered in problem solving, and it will go from top to bottom. So only when the statement is valid, then only that will be considered for your problem solving. That is a step in the problem solving. Otherwise, the remaining things will be omitted. So suppose in this particular case, I am taking the two numbers from the user. Out of this one, which one is the maximum? That I am going to decide with the algorithm. So example, finding the maximum number from given two numbers. Given two numbers. So here also the program is same. First step is, so we have to start, and here I am going to read two values from the user, and I am going to compare x with y. If the x is greater than y, I have to put a maximum value equal to x. If it is x is not equal to y, x is not greater than y, then y is the maximum. Like that I am going to compare, and if the condition is valid, then that part of the statement will be executed. So step 1, step 2, read x and y. Step 3. I have to compare. For selection algorithm, generally we are going to use if, else if, nested else if, those statements for writing the selection algorithm. That is, we are going to check the valid conditions by using if, else if, nested else if, like that conditions, conditional statements for writing the algorithm. So, step 3, if x is greater than y. If x is greater than y, it's a true, then maximum value equal to max maximum, max is nothing but a value, so which represents a variable that represents the maximum number. So we are going to assign x. If it is not valid, this statement is not valid, then else max equal to y. And step 4, we have to print the maximum. That is, here the end statement will be over n if, and here step 4. So I am going to write that is a print statement, print. So what I have to put? The maximum. I have to display the result. And step 5, last statement, that is stop. In this program, so our logic is to read the values from the user, that is x and y, and I am going to check if the condition is valid, that is if x is greater than y. If it is a true, then this part of the statement will be executed and this may not be work. So this part of the statement may not work, and it going to print maximum number, and last one is stop. Suppose if the x is not greater than y, if the condition is invalid. If the condition is invalid, then it going to come, the control will going to check this one. So it going to maximum equal to y. It going to assign the maximum value, for the maximum y will be assigned, and it going to print the maximum number and it will stop. Out of these statements, out of these two statements, one statement will be executed. So either this, the first one, or second one. So based on the valid condition, if x is greater than y, then it is going to execute this one. This part of the statement will be left, and if it is not valid, this part of the statement will be considered for problem solving. So out of this one of the statement is executed, one of the statement is considered for problem solving, providing the solution for the given problem. So here the problem is finding the maximum number. Out of this one, x and y, if the x is greater than y, this will be valid. If x is not greater than y, that means it's not valid, then it comes to here, it will be considered for the maximum number, that will be print here. So this is about selection algorithm. So the third category of algorithm is iterative type. Iterative type structure or algorithm. So in the iterative type structures, I am going to explain with finding the factorial of a given number. Factorial of given number n. So here what is meant by factorial? Factorial is a sum of multiplication of n numbers. That is, suppose n is given with 5. So then I have to calculate the f equal to 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is 20, 60, 120. This is the solution. So what I am doing is I am taking the n value from the user, and I am going to apply multiplication of that one, and that I am going to print as an output. So that is first statement is start, step 1 start, step 2 read n, step 3 initialize f. F is started with a variable which is initialized with a 1. Then step 4, here onwards I am going to repeat some statements, so based on the valid conditions. Repeat I from 1 to n. So it will start from the 1, I is start from 1 and it will go for n with an increment of 1. That I am going to write in the step. So first I have to calculate f equal to f into I. That is, I have to add, I have to multiply f and I, and I have to store that one in again f. Then again I equal to I plus 1. I have to update the I value with an increment of 1. Then step 5. Before this I have to close the repeat, end repeat. So these statements I have to repeat for n number of times. So for finding the factorial of a given number, this comes under repetition. So in the starting from here, it will go for the second, third and fourth, and the fourth statement will be repeated based on the condition, and finally it is going to print the result. Step 5. So print, what I have to print? The updated value of f, that is the result. Step 6 and the last part of the statement, last part of the algorithm, that is a stop. This is the example. In this particular thing, this part of the algorithm will going to repeat for finding the solution. This is the example for iterative type algorithm. Right? Thank you very much for watching. If you have any clarification, please comment, and if you like this video, please share to your friends and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. Please encourage us.